Good morning again. My name is Ciro Arianna. I'm the co-founder of ColossalBit and MetaTerrace. I'm 14 years in the food industry. I'm running a distribution company all over the Middle East. My main product is coffee. I distribute a brand called Caffè Borbone. I actually own 2 coffee shops here in Dubai, and the third one coming in City Walk within a month time. Over a year ago, I established a new company called ColossalBit. ColossalBit is a company, is a consultancy company specialized. Yes, ColossalBit is a consultancy company specialized in NFT and developing NFT. For people who don't know what is NFT, NFT stands as non-fungible token. Will prove you the authenticity, originality of the product through the blockchain. All the products which we are going to trade in the future are going to be mostly digital, as much as mechanical, technical, food and beverage as well. Everything is moving through NFT, and everything is going to be switched into the Metaverse. So Metaverse is a word that recently all of us we've been hearing about it, especially after Mark Zuckerberg changed the name of Facebook into. Yes, thank you so much. Hello. Okay. So Metaverse. Metaverse is the name that Mark Zuckerberg created after Facebook. So Metaverse, what is the Metaverse? Today we are all connected through all we do, social media, buying, trading, everything we do. We are connected through the internet. Metaverse means being inside the internet, be inside the space. And all the NFT which are created and are built are going to be projected, all of it into the Metaverse. Here we can see one of the biggest chain, McDonald's and Panera. They already registered their trademark in the Metaverse, and they are going to launch their virtual restaurant to the Metaverse. As funny as it can seem, but this is what's happening, this is what's going on. As well, the French supermarket Carrefour, they purchased a big plot in Sandbox, where they are going to build the virtual supermarket of Carrefour. One other chain, which I believe is one of the toughest one, it's Walmart. Walmart is already building deeply their Metaverse space supermarket. So what is the benefit to have a Metaverse retail? For a start, you don't need to build yourself with interior contract and all permission. Everything is going to be built digitally. You can build your own space as much as you want. All the items which are going to be showcased, all of them are NFT, are digital items. So there will be no more old waste of millions of dollars in the shelf to showcase over there, but everything is going to be digital. Will be no more waste, no more lost, no more damaging. Everything is tracked and running through the blockchain. And all the Metaverse space which people are going to build, all of it can be replicated and duplicated in every space into the Metaverse. This is about the retail industry. In the final consumer or RECA industry is a little bit more different. We launched like 2 months ago the first experience of dining experience into the kind of the Metaverse through NFT. Let me show you. We launched Ciao Bella. Ciao Bella was a dining experience which the experience could be purchased through the blockchain purchasing NFT. Here it's a briefing about the experience. The experience was presented by 3 Michelin stars for a total of 6-star Michelin, with Hans Beck, Max Maschan, and another one, I can't really remember the name. All the chefs during the experience were cooking the dishes, were coming on table, and were presenting all the dishes that they were doing. As well, the winery company were bringing on table, step after dish, all the wine and explaining all the history of the wine, the graduation of the wine, the fermentation of the wine. So I can tell you that very soon we can see that loads of dining experience are going to be run through the blockchain and by purchasing NFT. So people that are not really used to about this NFT, Metaverse, and this new technology. So the latest project which I launched is called MetaTerrace. MetaTerrace is a launch terrace which is in Central Park here in the FCE, where we can connect the real world with the virtual world. Every event we are going to project over here is going to be projected the same one into the Metaverse. We are using a digital menu with the food in 3D, where all the people cannot see just the picture of the food, but they can see realistically all the form and all the dimension of the food in 3D, which is going to project into the Metaverse. Also here, we purchase a plot. This is our plot in Sandbox called MetaTerrace. So each event which we are going to announce and launch in our terrace, people can take part of it and can understand what's going on, entering the Metaverse space and entering our MetaTerrace. The other one as well that we purchase is a plot always in Sandbox called ColossalBit, which is our crypto company, where we are going to build a project for us, for our partner, and for whoever will need enter the Metaverse space. Thank you so much for attending, and I'll see you in Metaverse. Thank you.
Let's talk real quick. Let me grab it. Can I have another microphone, please? Can I have a microphone? You okay?
Hot.
Yeah, it's hot here. Where are you from?
Italy.
But where? Where in Italy?
I'm from Napoli.
Got it. My son's been going to Parma in Alma, which is a chef's school up in Parma. So
Panama or Parma? Panama or Parma?
Parma.
Parma, yes.
Yes. So first, how's the show? You had a chance to walk around?
No, I haven't walked around yet. I've been part of the Gulf Food for 3 years in a row with my distribution company. So happy to see it again, because a couple of years everything was missing. And we are building a lot into the Metaverse, into the digital world, where we believe all the food industry is going to move over there.
And do you think it's necessary to be in the Metaverse, or do you think it's going to be some old school are going to stay there, or do you think everyone's going to pile into it?
It's going to facilitate the world. Like when people were talking about you need to build an e-commerce, 2008, 2009, everyone was like, why do I need an e-commerce? Now all the companies need an e-commerce. In 95, people are building website. So why I should have a website? Who's going to buy things online? This is what's happening now into the Metaverse. People will switch all their business into the Metaverse.
Is it an easy process to get, because there's no standards yet. You know, the Metaverse is this, it's like calling it the internet.
Yes.
And the internet is not just the web, it's telecommunications, it's blockchain. So the Metaverse is very vague. Yes. How would you describe it to somebody? You know, there's a lot of people that have been in the F&B space for decades.
Yes.
How would you explain the Metaverse in a simple way for them to understand it?
Metaverse is being inside the space. Instead than build your platform in internet and use other platform of others where others make money, you can build your own and you can navigate inside this Metaverse. Like nowadays, everyone come back at home, scroll their phone with the Instagram, Facebook, and social just on the screen. The Metaverse will bring yourself inside this place. We all see daily, like physically, 5, 6, 8, 9 people. But we know the story of life people about thousands of people. Through what? Through the internet. All the next and all the coming and all the future is going to be into the Metaverse.
I hear what you're saying. You're doing big picture. There's a hard thing to do, and that is to take something complicated and make it simple. So our goal right now is we have to make it, who here honestly, be honest, doesn't understand the Metaverse? Just be honest. I bet you there's more hands that will go up. That's the problem. Because I think it's too complicated because it hasn't been simplified. Let me make sure everyone understands.
Please.
First, you probably heard of VR, virtual reality, and you may have heard of AR, augmented reality. They're both different. So what they did is they created something called mixed reality. So VR is where you wear glasses, or not glasses, you actually put something over your eyes, you don't see through them, and it's a screen on your face, right?
Exactly. And it's going to be moved with the optic lens directly. So you don't need to wear anymore the big glasses that we see in the picture. Everyone will have a lens contact and will stay.
No. Whether that's AR. So that's interesting.
Yes,
so
but that one is part of the metaverse.
But this is important because even people that are experts in this are messing it up. So VR, you probably see the Oculus, okay, which is a Facebook company. AR is what Apple is going to be announcing in the next 3 months. There's a chance they actually might announce it next month. And those are actual glasses. You wear them, or a contact lens, as which you brought up, and you see the world, everything, and then you see augmentations through the glasses. So there's a few AR apps that are on your phone. So AR and VR are very different spaces, but they're all thrown in the same place. So when you're talking about the metaverse, it's those two components
combined together, yes.
That are brought together, okay? So understand, NFTs, by the way, which is a fairly new discussion. A friend of mine owns 95% of all the patents in the NFT space. He created them 5 years ago, by the way. So there's going to be a lot of infringements about to happen in this space. But NFTs have been around a long time, by the way. You just don't realize it. Like, for example, if you get a concert ticket, okay? A concert ticket, there's only one of that seat for that time, for that appearance. That is only one. You can't get another one of those concert tickets because you own that seat for that limited time. The NFTs that you showed from Walmart.
Yes, Walmart, yes.
So this water bottle isn't unique until someone says there's only one of this water bottle, but if I have duplicates of it, it's hard to actually understand that it's unique in itself because they're all looking the same. Do you agree?
Okay, but look, each NFT is going to have an identity because the bottle of, let's say, the bottle of wine produced by Cantina Antinori, they produce 1,000 bottles. Will be 1,000 NFT for each bottle. This bottle will go to the distributor to retailer to final consumer, where the NFT get burned. So everything is tracked on the blockchain. As you say, technology are really new. Technology are really developing, but this is exactly where we are going. You don't lose the tracking of this. Even when you talk about watches or bag, the girl like Hermes bag or whatever bag, they never know if it's original or if it's fake. Hermes, when he's going to build the 1,000 bag of Birki or Kelly, each bag will have an NFT. So to prove the originality of the bag, you don't even need to see the bag itself. You can show your NFT, and the NFT tracking on the blockchain is going to show you that this NFT has been issued by the mother company Hermes, sold to Hermes Paris to Wendell Local Food, and then purchased by me. So it will be no more scam, will be no more parallel. The overproduction parallel people used to sell under table, it doesn't exist anymore. Everything is tracked. And all these NFT are going to be into the metaverse.
I love the Italian hand, right? Yeah, there it is. It's right there. So it's important. Let me just give you an example of what's happened over the last decade to make it so simple. Oh, water? We're out. So when you go to an internet page, any internet page, if you type in google.com, the IP address for Google, so what happens when you type Google, it goes to a server and saying, oh, you typed in Google. This is the real address for Google. Okay, that's called an IP address. You've heard of that before, an IP address. So every website has a specific address. You could actually go to your browser and type in 64.0. You don't even have to type google.com. You can type in the IP address and it'll go to the website, okay? That's been around for a long, long time. Why NFTs now are becoming hot is because there was only 4 digits to a IP address, 4 digits. They added a 5th one. It's called the octet. And what's happened is that means now by adding that, we could have trillions of new addresses, trillions, which means is this single bottle could have its own address. This flower could have its own address. His shoe, left and right, could have its own address. So NFTs now are basically saying we're going to validate this, exactly what you just said. This is a real Rolex watch because Rolex has an address on that watch to verify it. So if somebody gets a fake, you can tell right away if it's a fake based upon if it's not serialized on the blockchain, the internet basically, back to Rolex. Bottled wine's very interesting because it tells you when it was made, where it came from, what region, what's the quality, if it's been rated. It's insanely hot. Here's the issue.
Tell me.
Being too early. All this investment you make, because you are, and I love people that are early. The challenge is there's no standards yet. No one has said, this is the virtual world over here. We're going to use this here. Is it going to be Apple glasses? Is it going to be Oculus? No one has created a standard where if you're in the restaurant industry, you know that Windows is probably the standard you're going to use on your point of service. There's no standards. So making an investment in the space is it's a risk right now, isn't it?
Look, it's kind of a risk, but I compare the sandbox and the central end. I'll kind of compare it in Palm Jumeirah. Palm Jumeirah, when they launched the project here in 2002, the signature villa were costing $600,000. Today we are talking about over $20 million. So you're gonna buy a villa over there in the middle of the sea. I'm going to build a palm, and on this palm I'm going to build your villa. So we were thinking, this is an absolute fantasy what you are talking about. But I couldn't see on the blockchain that the Sheikh of Oman, the Sultan of Oman, the Sheikh of Abu Dhabi, the bigger family like Altair, Al-Thani, they purchased the villa over there. Because if I could ever see that this big entity were purchasing the villa, I was going to purchase it as well. Because I believe in this big move. When you buy plot in Sandbox, for a start you see big entity like Binance, Itari, Coinbase, Adidas. After we purchased this one, many other entities were coming out. So I compare the Sandbox and the central end, the first Metaverse that have been created since 2016, like Palm Jumeirah in 2002, like Manhattan in 1970 when Donald Trump built over there. So I follow the giant. I believe in what's going on. We are not completely ready with technology. We don't know exactly the direction where we're going. But for the moment, for time being, I'm taking space and I'm putting my stamp over there.
And this is important. So what you do is you follow where he's going. Please don't take this wrong. You're taking the risk.
Big time.
You're definitely taking the risk. He's finding it because right now in the Metaverse, and by the way, Facebook changed their name because of legal concerns, just so you really start to dive into it, okay? They changed their name. They are not really that meta. There's other companies like Unity, which is much further in the Metaverse. Even Burning Man, if anyone knows what Burning Man is, they have their own Burning Man metaverses that exist right now. But by taking the risk, you could establish the real standard. And that's where there's an interesting investment opportunity, to find the leaders that are willing to go into a space, which is incredibly complicated right now. You know, is it going to be glasses? Is it going to be goggles? Is it going to be contact lenses? And you threw two terms out, Metaverse and NFTs. Probably two of the most interesting platforms right now because people don't get it.
Exactly. That's why I'm there. If you arrive early, you get a better seat, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you do, right? So any questions from anyone out there? So I'm actually the host of the Future Blockchain Summit, which we put on here in October, which we have, I don't know, 40 or 50,000 people that show up to our event. And this is one of the it's probably the hottest discussions we have is around what's going on in the metaverse, NFTs and blockchain and crypto, because it's so cutting edge, right? It's so cutting edge. You know, 4 months ago, Bitcoin was at 62,000. Then it drops down to 32,000. Everyone goes, what's going on? Even the experts don't know. And even the experts don't know what's going on in your space yet. And that's exciting for you, because then you become the expert.
Look, if you look about the Bitcoin and the people who buy cryptocurrency and every 3-4 days they're checking the value of it, you are going nowhere. If you believe in the space like I believe in the NFT and metaverse space, my vision is from now to the next 5 years, when everyone is going to build, when I'm already positioned over there, and when the market and where the flow is running, I'm going to run after it. I'm not going to be entering into years completely lost without knowing nothing about where I'm going, nothing about the space. So for the moment, I'm there, I'm continuing to build, I'm taking the risk, I'm investing money, but I'm confident that from now to 5 years, cryptocurrency, NFT, metaverse, sandbox, they're going to fly.
How many coffee shops do you have?
3 at the moment.
3 at the moment. What's your favorite thing on the menu?
My favorite thing in my coffee shop?
On the menu, yeah.
Espresso. All the way.
Of course. How big is your facilities?
What do you mean?
How many people can sit inside there?
Let's say the smallest one, 32 people. The new one in City Walk, over 60 people. 72 people, let's say.
So why don't you do meta class, NFT classes in there and bring people together to educate them based upon the direction you see it?
This is what I'm doing on the MetaTerrace.
No, but do it physically first. Do it physically.
On MetaTerrace, I will do physically
You're doing
for
it
the
there.
people. Yes.
When does it start? When can people start going to sit down and learn?
It's gonna be by end of February, beginning of January, because we are finishing all the VR and all the AR, all this kind of technology to get really complete. And when people come over there, can really start to experience where the world is going with the Web3, with the Metaverse, and all the other technology coming forward.
The most expensive restaurant I've ever been to is on Ibiza. It's called Subluxation. And it's the VR dinner. It was $1,400 a person 4 years ago.
Yeah.
$1,400 a person.
Yeah.
The food was okay, right? But it was the whole idea of having a virtual reality meal where everything changed. You're seeing that as the future, where people experience a meal by having that virtual type of space, right?
Exactly, yes.
That's amazing. What's it costing you to do this?
What is the?
How much is it costing you to do this?
Quite costly.
Yeah, just give it an idea. No, but is it
It costs.
300, or is it 3 times more than an average restaurant? 3 times more? 5 times more?
Look, everything you do over there, everything you start to build is costing. We are building the virtual menu where you can see the food in 3D. Only the menus cost us $7,000 with Metaverse people. Building all the Metaverse with dimension. Like nowadays, you see a lot online, this video where people wear the glasses and they crash in the wall on the TV because the space which they are, the physical space, doesn't have the sensor all around where the virtual space is gonna stop you to go over there. So that's why you see all these crashes on the wall, on the television, because it's not structured. But people like the idea, like to enter into it. And after this 2 year of pandemic, like they are doing everything at home. Coffee, lunch, breakfast, dinner, office, everything is doing at home. So they are getting quite boring over there. So what they do, enter the Metaverse.
And it's an experience.
Big time.
And what do you think the open date is? The actual date when everything opens up?
Everything open by the first week, the 10th of March, we are fully set up.
That's awesome.
We're going to be the first one.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for hanging out. Great presentation. Let's give them more.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.